Hi friends and welcome to another budget. I'm Jamie. I'm a UK based mum of two and a cash budgeter. So in this video, which is my first video on this YouTube channel, I'm so excited. I'll be setting up my new budget binder and we'll be doing everyday spending, and we're going to be doing sinking funds for our low priority and high priority, and then we're going to do debt and savings challenges. So I had this binder before, but it's still going to have a little revamp. I have new categories and I'm so excited to share this journey with you. So if you are interested, I would love to have you along. So grab a cuppa and join me as we dive into the world of budgeting. It's a huge passion of mine and make every penny count. Don't forget to subscribe to Another Budget for more budgeting adventures, and let's dive in. Okay friends, so I'm going to be going through this in order and I hope I do it all justice. If you have any questions along the way, don't forget to pop them in the comments because I will be answering every single one. And let's just get started. So we have, like I said, a couple of binders here, and the first one we'll do is this, and I am super excited. I've had this old beaten up wallet for like 7 years and I've just got these A7 binders. I love this brown. It's available on my Etsy, but it's almost sold out when I'm filming this in this color. But I do have a couple left, of course, in the cream croc and the black croc, and I do love these. I just fancied a little bit of a change for every day, and I love brown. But these are so gorgeous as well, and they do match the A6 in the cream croc and the black croc perfectly. So don't worry if you can't get the brown, those are still available as well. So we're going to start off with this one and the envelopes that are going into my everyday spending. It's just new binder cracking going on here. So first up, I'm going to grab my A7 envelopes. And in the A7 envelopes, I'm using the cursive font. I don't know how well you can see, but I hope you can see well enough. We'll start from the front. We have groceries, spending, coffee, eating out. Got some muck on here. My children have been playing with these while I've been making them. Transport, family fun, kids, and entertainment. Now, I need your help because I wanted family fun or entertainment, and I can't choose which one. I was going to go for entertainment because that is in my starter bundles, I believe. However, family fun is like my previous category, so I don't know if I'm going to change it out. Which one do you prefer? Please help. I always need help if you're new here. And your opinions are so welcome. I don't know what I would do without you. So we're going to start by popping these in. Like so. And then, hold on, we do need a coin one. Haven't punched the whole of this, so we're going to be a bit messy. But we do, of course, need one for the coins, especially here in the UK. I wish we had, like you guys in the US, some £1 notes, because I save obviously everything, but it's hard to put into savings challenges. I'll pop the little plastic bits out later and clean it up. But this is what I've saved for the past 2 months. That's going to go into the budget. And I wish it was notes, but it's not. So they'll be going into my penny savings challenge. So I'll also be setting up the savings challenges. I have a couple of different ones here that we'll go through when we get to it. And I'm also wanting to cash stuff as we go along. So now that we have our first binder set up, and I do have some super cute like a savings challenges that I will be going up on my Etsy. These ones on the other hand, it will be 5, 10, 20 savings, and then the penny challenge. This is kind of small. It might be hard to see. I don't know if the camera focuses. However, these go really well in here. I'm not going to offer anything else other than the ones that are specific to notes and change, because it's a wallet at the end of the day. But how good would it be, at least for me, to have the motivation when you are actually spending in the categories and you're wanting to save, to have savings challenges in there as a little reminder, like, hey, you could save this money, and then you can make that conscious decision from there. It's just a little bit of extra motivation, you know. But yeah, these will be available soon. They're not up yet. Anyway, that's the binder setup for my wallet. I'm going to try and speed this up because I don't want to make it too long. And with that, let's move into the next binder. And that is the Cream Croc, which is going to be my low priority binder. And I say cream because I actually had a few messages asking how white it is. Now, this is a stark white binder, so you can see the difference in the shade. This is obviously my budget binder. It's a true cream. Like, it's not actually, it doesn't have any yellow to it, and I just love these. It's so luxurious and so beautiful. And I like that they don't have a buckle, because sometimes that can get very in the face. In the future, I will be doing, obviously, this one for my business, but we're not doing that today. So, anyway, the cream binder has silver hardware, or this chrome finish rather, and for this one, we are going to do our low priorities, which is, again, in the same matte frosted finish, so they are see-through slightly. And with all the envelopes, they are hole punched to a 6-ring binder like these with a 2-inch spacing. So if you are looking at Moterm, do get the personal one, which has a 2-inch spacing. The A6 in the Moterm, I think has a smaller spacing, like 1.5. But they are out of my price range at the moment. But they are beautiful though, but I do love these binders. And this is the classic font that I offer. So it's very easy to see. And here we have groceries, we have spending, eating out, entertainment, transport. Now those categories is probably what you'd recognize from my everyday spending. And my plan is that my everyday spending is categories that I spend a lot of. It's the ones that I have with me every day. And it's the ones that I am most likely to go over budget in and that I'm wanting to save. If I have something extra from my weekly spend, depending on the denominations, I am wanting to start putting it to the side here and budget accordingly. So if I have anything left over, it can go in here, not necessarily roll over in the binder, because these are so small that they can't take a lot of notes. So I can have like extra buffers for those categories in this binder. It's low priority because it's not my high priority categories, but you will see that. So this is just extra, and that's what I'm doing with these envelopes. And you could tell that I had entertainment here, not family fun. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I don't want to like ramble on too much. All the envelopes are also double laminated, so they're fully laminated on the inside, so they're very durable. Then we have Jamie, which is me. Hello. When we have thrifting, we have kiddos, which is same as kids in here. But I can also put extra kids savings into this one as a sinking fund. We have birthday parties, gifts, household, holidays, organizing, garden, miscellaneous, which I did want to put at the back. We have wedding and retirement. Now retirement is something that I do want to have in my business binder, but I haven't really, I've got a mix of fonts so far. So I'll tell you when we get to one or two other envelopes that I want to have in, of course, my business binder. And I'm thinking this font will probably be the good one. The one we're going to go for. Miscellaneous. God. miscellaneous at the end. I do apologize because I haven't actually filmed a video for almost 2 weeks with preparing for the Etsy launch, so I am really nervous. But let's pop those into my low priority binder. Okay. Then we are going to do my high priority. And this is also a little bit different. Let's bend the spine slightly and pop it open. So, for my high priority envelopes, so essentially you'd need food, clothes, shelter, you know, for your main budget categories to make sure that you are covered and your family. But this is the, I don't know how well you can see, again it's quite small in some of them, but this is actually the cursive font again, which is the same that I had for my wallet. Sorry, there's so much going on, I need to try and keep on track. But we have rent, council tax, which is what we pay in the UK, electric, gas, water, broadband, phone bill, iCloud, Go Henry, which is my oldest child's bank account, clothing, beauty, self-care, baby needs, home, medical, pet care, date night, and miscellaneous yet again. And the miscellaneous is going to be, I love my buffer envelope, but I haven't got a buffer this time. I might in the future, but miscellaneous is supposed to be specifically for unbudgeted spends, because that happens no matter what, and that's a big pitfall. So that is my high priority binder and envelopes all set up. Now this is where you're going to start making some changes before we cash that. So this is my priority binder. I do need to give it a little wipe. I got this from Gemma on Balancing the Budget. I will link her in description. She is lovely. Here I do have my dividers, my rose dividers, and I'm thinking of keeping them because I do love them so much. But I'm going to take them out for now. And this is where we're going to replace some old envelopes that are a bit dingy and old. So we have Capital One pulls debt in my credit cards. Then we have savings challenges. Let's turn these over. And I have these old savings envelopes. We're going to be replacing those as well. And then lastly, I have month ahead, which is still a big priority. Now, I readjusted and taken money out of my emergency fund to get a month ahead. And I put each week into, I've separated each week of the stuffing with the amount that I have. I have literally just finished funding my month ahead. This is obviously a lot of cash in here. And because I finished funding my month ahead, I've just got a notification that, of course, my direct debit for my gas electric will be going up. Oops. So I am ever so slightly short here, which isn't great, but we're gonna have to keep stuffing month ahead for that reason, but that's okay. It's not going up to next month. We do have enough. It's still fully funded, which is good. So I'm going to put that to the side with the cash, and then we're going to grab the new envelopes. Let me just clear the old ones off. And these are my new envelopes. So this is a mix of various fonts. So my credit cards, which is kind of my first one that I had before, was Capital One. And that has got the classic font. Pulse is my other credit card. And debt is extra debt. Then I have my emergency fund. Month ahead. Tax prep, which I wanted to be in my business binder as well, but I'm having it here in my sort of priority with the debt at the same time right now. Valentine's Day, Easter and Christmas have all got the cursive font. Then I have vacation and kids and a savings in the playful font, and I do love that too. It's a little bit more bold, probably easier to see on camera. And then I have my colored range, which is the Brave range, and that is all uppercase, and it comes in different colors. So I decided to have one of each here. I think yes. So we have a pink one. Again, they're all slightly transparent. Pink. We have a blue savings, a green savings, a grey savings, and a gold savings. So you can see the difference in the colors there. And they are for my savings challenges. I think I'm going to leave the rose dividers out for now, and I might put them back in later on. See how we feel about this new setup. And then I'm going to start taking money out of some of my other categories. So let's see where we're going to start. This is my old savings binder. I do have some of my emergency fund, etc. in here, but we will get to that in a little bit too. And now let's have a look at what we are stuffing. So this is my 6-month budget. I did just write the monthly budget on my paycheck plan notepad. When I stuff weekly, this budget only has a monthly tracker, which is this one. And then at the back, which I love, should we move everything up slightly? Yeah, so it has the variable expenses where I put my high priority, low priority savings and business, so I can do those specifically. But it's got my monthly budget. So I made my monthly budget here just as a scrap, made mistakes, and then when I was happy, I transferred it to my monthly budget. Then we can put that in the bin because we have it here. And what you saw is that I've got my high priority, low priority here as my extra savings, and they're the total amounts of 205 and 100 that I end up putting as my totals here. And then I put the category specifically in so I know how much I'm stuffing in each for the month. So once I have my monthly budget, I break it into 4, and that's when I made another paycheck plan and forgot what month we were on. So in this paycheck plan, which is what we're stuffing this week, we're going to be stuffing a total of 440. However, 200 for the month ahead, 200 for our bills is coming from our month ahead fund. And that is the cash that I have here in week 1. For my actual bills that will be coming out now on the 1st, they'll be drawn from my bank account, which I just leave them in there, and I cash stuff this as extra, and then I keep cash stuffing month ahead as well throughout the month. So we are going to organize all this and get cash stuffing. So let me put my pad to the side. For our weeks in our month ahead, I'm going to start over. I'm going to transfer them into my weeks. Supposed to have 5 of these, but I've lost my week 1. I still can't find it. It's been like 2 months, but that's okay. I'm only budgeting for 4 weeks, so I will be using these. And even though today is week 1, it's going to say week 2, but that's okay. So I'm going to just organize my money for the month. I haven't got all of it yet, but I have got my weeks for my bills that we will be stuffing. Let's grab the money from week 1, which is 200. And that's what I'm just going to count this one, not the rest, because I'm going to make sure we have enough for today. Big notes. I think I'm going to be changing some over. Have we got a lot of small notes in another one? This is a lot of small notes. Let's grab this one. 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 40, 5, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 200. Okay, so I'm going to take this has 210, so I'm going to take another £10 out. And we're going to add 200 to what we're stuffing today. I'm going to add back this back into the month I just took it out of, which was week 4, because they had smaller denominations. Okay, and the rest of the money I'm just not going to count. I'm going to just put back in. So let's grab week 2, which is week 2, but it's... Oh wait, we are stuffing this today, so we can actually put it in week 2. That's fine. So how are you all? I hope you are having a great end to your October and planning your budget for November. I know it can be really daunting, I feel so anyway, especially this particular month when I've already found out that our bills are going to be going up, not like just due to it getting more expensive, but that's usually factored into the direct debit. But I think we've got a higher usage. We've got a heat lamp outside, which in the garden, which is new. And already that's adding on like £10 a month, which is a lot. That's like an extra 10%. And we haven't even turned the heating on yet. So that's a little bit scary. But I'm just going to have to monitor it a lot more. I think I forgot to turn it off a few times, which is no good. But that's a habit I need to break. And this, where are we going to store the money for the month? I think I kind of want to have a separate binder. But let's put it into here for now so I know where it is. Because I'm not utilizing this right now. This is just the bills money that I will be stuffing each week. I have obviously the cash from my income, and I will be adding those too. I told you I haven't got all of it yet, but I do have most of it. And I think I have £610 here, but we are only going to use 240 today. So yes, I'm going to start with smaller denominations, and we're going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There's 70 there, but we only have 20s. So then we're going to do 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40. So £240, if I've done that correctly. The rest is I'm going to be divvying up between the weeks that are coming, but you don't need to watch me do all that. But I just wanted to kind of show you what I'm doing right now to stuff and reset everything. That is it for this setting up of my binders. I hope you enjoyed. I absolutely love them all and I'm super excited. I'm sorry this was a long video. I hope you managed to stick it out, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one, where we will continue this budgeting adventure. Have an amazing, blessed and wonderful week, and I will see you soon. Bye.